Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with another 0 Hour. Tim Lloyd joined today by my man Carrington Johnson as he's getting ready to go for the first ever, actually, Aries Lightweight Championship. It's all going down as part of Aries Amp, and that is going to be August the 13th, Nashville, Tennessee. It is a stacked card. We encourage you to make sure you get your tickets at fightertix.com. Watch a pay-per-view at Spectation Sports. Carrington, my man, how's it going, brother?
Man, it's going great, man. Camp is awesome. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. Of course, training down there with Frank and Jason in the gang at Striker Fight Center. So we're super excited to have you guys up as always. You guys always put on a nice show. And, last time out, we saw you at Aries. You came out with a nice, dominant decision win over Anthony Bryant. Let's talk a little bit about that one before we get into this next one. Going into that fight, you showed off some really nice striking skills, head kick knockout, things like that, and leading up to it. But in this one, you were able to show a little bit more well-rounded skills, using some grappling as well as some nice striking.
Yeah. That one, I found my range with him. When I found my range with him, things just started opening up. He jumped to a Kimura down. It got really exciting in the second because we had both found our range. We were both kind of opening up.
So you got to go all 3 rounds that time. Was that something that kind of was a bit of a confidence booster, knowing that, hey, I've got, everybody says they're in great shape coming in, but now you've been there and you've been through those rounds and you can hold up.
That was really that was one thing I wanted to do, but it wasn't just spoken about. Because and then Emilio only, my second fight only went on to the second round, and it was figuring out that I can do that. I can go longer,
Yeah. Well, this fight coming up here, you got Justin Jamar, and we might get to go even longer as this fight being a title fight, potentially 5 rounds. I don't think that either of you guys have gone 5 rounds yet. Jamar got to the 4th round against Craig French, and that fight was okay. So I stand corrected. Actually, this will be the second ever 155 championship. Jamar actually went for that the original time against Craig French. Craig French is off, fighting Russians over in the Ukraine now, so he's good. Godspeed to him over there. But the title is now vacant. So going back to what we were kind of talking about with the rounds, he got to the 4th round, so he's seen a little bit deeper than 3, but not quite 5. I think this is a matchup that very well could go 5 rounds, even though both of you guys have that explosive knockout power. You both also have really good footwork, so it's going to be hard, I think, for either of y'all to land or be able to count on landing that one hitter quitter.
I really feel like we're gonna have our footwork is, what's the word for it? I can't really find the word for it. But the striking is a great matchup. I'm excited about it. The fight can't get here fast enough,
How do you see it going? Do you feel like this is going to? I don't want you to give away your game plan or anything like that, but is this a fight where you do think we'll see 2 very skilled strikers go at it, or do you think we'll see more mixing it up? I think that you obviously demonstrated in your last fight that you certainly have the grappling chops to back up the striking. Jamar's grappling has been improving. I think it has been considered his weak spot, but it has also been improving noticeably. It seems each fight.
See, we're gonna see who can mix it up the best. I like to strike. I like to play jiu-jitsu. Who can mix it up the best, right?
No doubt. And this card is absolutely stacked. We're excited to have you guys on there, the amateur main event, before a really, really solid pro lineup. Is this your first time getting to come to Nashville, or have you been to Nashville before?
No, I've never been to Nashville. I've only competed in Chattanooga, and then other than that, Georgia.
Right. So I think you're going to enjoy Nashville, man. It is a blast. A lot of fun stuff to do in Nashville. So I'd make sure you get down there in time to or at least schedule some time to see the city some. It is definitely a blast. Let's talk about who's been getting you ready, man. Obviously, we talked about Frank, Jason Wolf, those guys. Who are some of the other guys that have been in the gym and get in this camp and getting you ready for war?
Man, you're right. Earl McKinney. he's been, bro. We've been going back and forth. Like he's just so well, Cody Ortiz, we get looks all the time. We give each other. We're getting great looks. Brian Parker out of Knuckle Up. We go just all these different guys. Just we're all just getting better, and that's great.
Yeah, a lot of good young bucks there as striker right now. Earl McKinney, our champion right now, as well at 135. He's a beast. Looking forward to getting him back in there as well. What are some of the? Have you looked past this fight at all as far as like what your plans are for the rest of the year? Are you looking to get one more in after this one, or are you looking to kind of take the rest of the year off? What have you thought about that at all?
Yeah. So after this fight, I want to come back to Georgia, try to get a bend somebody in Tennessee because I know y'all line guys up pretty fast, So I'll then go get another belt from the NFC, and then we'll see what happens,
Hey, I love it, man. I love it. We're actually going to do a NFC co-promotion at the end of October, so that may be an opportunity, for us to get a few different belts in play there. Who knows? Of course, first things first, though. Justin Jamar, can't look past that. That is going to be a hell of a fight, man. What have you got any kind of like long-term goals set yet? I know you're still young in this game. Do you have like kind of a number of amateur fights you're wanting to get in before you go pro, or are you just kind of playing it by ear at this point, or is there some kind of game plan?
There's a game plan. I want to get the best competition that I can as an amateur, of course. I just want to test myself and see. I'm very confident against the guys that I've seen, like on Instagram, social media, and stuff like that. I'm ready,
You fought some really
really
you
have
fought
to.
some really tough competition already as an amateur too. I applaud that because a lot of guys will be, a little more picky and choosy about, what they go in there with. And you have fought very, very tough guys as an amateur, Justin Jamar being no exception.
Correct. When I was wrestling in high school, they told me I just got it drilled in my head. We like the best on. I want to see who's the best every time. I think I'm the best. I know I'm the best.
Well, it's definitely the proper path. I assure you. When you go pro, you're going to look back at this and really be thankful that you did fight this level of competition. Because oftentimes guys will pad their amateur record, then they go pro, and they're just really not ready to see that kind of opposition. You've already fought a black belt, Marjoe Kirby, stud wrestler, beast, athlete himself. Justin Jamar, his body of work speaks for itself. You stepping in there with these killers, man, and you're coming out ahead more often than not. So I can certainly appreciate that and that outlook. I want to give you a chance to get some shout outs, man. Is there anybody you want to give some love to? Friends, family, training partners, sponsors, anything like that? I'll let you give them some shout outs here.
Man, like I said earlier, Cody Linder, Jason Wolf, Earl McKinney, Cody Ortiz, above, it's awesome. The atmosphere is great. And then my family, they just been standing behind me, pushing me.
Important to have that family support for sure, man. Well, man, we appreciate the time, Carrington. We are super stoked to have you back in the Aries cage. Proud to have you fighting for our title here at Aries Amp. It's going to be a hell of a show. Get your tickets at get your tickets at fightertix.com. You select Carrington from the drop-down menu, and then of course, if you're going to watch on pay-per-view, you can watch it at spectationsports.com. You can bet on it at use the promo code Aries at action247.com. You can bet on the pro fights. Hey, man, Carrington, appreciate the time, brother. We will see you in now what appears to only be about we're less than 3 weeks out.
Yeah, close to like two and a half, something like that.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks, man. We're looking forward to seeing you in Nashville, brother. Yeah. Best of luck. Stay healthy in this training camp, and we'll see you August the 13th.
Let's do it, man. You have a good one. All right.
All right. See you, buddy.